These common phrases might sound harmless, even familiar, but they can actually sabotage growth, damage relationships, and block success. 1. That's just how I am. Let that sink in for a moment. We've all heard it. Maybe we've even said it. I'm just not good at that. That's just how I am. I'm naturally impatient. That's just me. I don't express emotions, never have, never will. Here's the truth. This phrase locks you in. It creates a fixed mindset and sends your brain a dangerous message. I can't change. Smart people know something different. They know that growth is always possible. Skills can be learned. Behaviors can be unlearned. Habits can be changed. When you say, "That's just how I am," you stop evolving. But when you say, "I'm working on this," or "This is challenging, but I want to grow," you shift into a mindset of possibility. Growth doesn't come from perfection. It comes from willingness, the willingness to learn, change, and try again. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, "That's just how I am," pause, breathe, and say instead, "I'm learning to do better." 2. That's not my fault. Now listen, sometimes it really isn't your fault. But here's the problem. When this phrase becomes your default, it weakens your power. Blame is easy. Responsibility is harder, but much more powerful. Smart people don't waste time pointing fingers. They ask a better question. What can I do about this? Let's look at an example. Your team misses a deadline. It wasn't your mistake, but you were affected. You could say, "That's not my fault." End of story. Nothing changes. But a smarter approach? "I'll follow up sooner next time so this doesn't happen again." That's not weakness. That's leadership. That's emotional intelligence. That's someone who takes ownership even when they're not at fault, because they care about solutions, not just stories. Another example. In a relationship, it's tempting to say, "It's not my fault we argue. You're the one who always starts." But smart people pause and reflect. What's my role in this pattern? Is there something I can do differently next time? That shift from blame to ownership is what sets smart people apart. So next time you're tempted to say, "That's not my fault," try this instead. What can I learn from this, and how can I respond better? 3. This is just common sense. It sounds innocent, but it's not. Because here's the truth. What's common to you might be brand new to someone else. We all come from different backgrounds, different families, different experiences. What seems obvious to one person might be completely unfamiliar to another. When someone says it's just common sense, they often come across as dismissive, arrogant, or impatient, and that shuts down learning. Smart people do something else. They approach people with curiosity and kindness. Instead of saying, "It's just common sense," they say, "Let me walk you through how this works. I used to struggle with this too. Here's what helped me." Or even, "Would it help if I explained that again differently?" This kind of communication builds connection. It shows humility, and it creates a space where people can grow without shame. So the next time something feels obvious to you, pause, ask, "How can I teach this with patience?" Because smart people don't just know things. They know how to make others feel safe to learn